everyone. I want to welcome you to the final performance and celebration of our 2011 One Book, The Things They Carried, by Tim O'Brien. My name is Sally Gabb, and I'm a member of the One Book Coordinating Committee. We on the One Book Committee are thrilled that once again the faculty, staff, and students at BCC have endorsed the idea that encouraging reading and creating a campus-wide dialogue are truly educational efforts. Faculty, staff, and students have embraced this book, the one we selected this year, through a democratic process. Faculty in at least 6 disciplines have utilized the book and encouraged students to participate in our numerous activities this fall. A total of 30 instructors informed us that they are using the book as part of their curriculum. And this has been done in 50 different course sections, in courses that include psychology, English, history, humanities, reading, GED preparation, English for speakers of other languages, biology, and many more. Actually, more than 1,000 students were in courses that have used the book or have attended at least one of our various performances and activities. Our BCC community has provided truly integrated and creative ways for faculty and staff to get involved. At this time, we are very pleased to welcome Vice President Sarah Garrett, who will provide greetings from the BCC administration. Sarah?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so pleased to be here on behalf of President Sprague. Unfortunately, he could not be here, but he sends his highest regard for this event. He is so proud of the One Book initiative because it brings together the entire college community for something that is so precious: reading, and reading about books that make a difference. The Things They Carried is a book that I was so pleased in particular that the college community selected, and so was the president, being a veteran. And many of you know that he was just recently selected as the Veteran of the Year. And he ran missions that brought food and supplies into Vietnam, not once, but a couple of times. And I went to the event that honored President Sprague, and he's not one that, as you know, that boasts about his act of heroism. It always takes others to talk about that, but he is nothing short of a hero. And there are so many heroes in our everyday lives, families who have, who were affected by the Vietnam War, and heroes every day who are affected by the wars that continue. I always think about the Vietnam War because of all of my older sister's classmates who went off to war. Her entire class went off to the Vietnam War. And my sister passed away in 2000, but I remember her class reunions were not reunions, they were memorial services, because very few people returned from the Vietnam War. Those were the sacrifices. So this collection of works by Tim O'Brien had a lot of meaning to me and to many people who read these collections. And I know that for you who read it, it had to touch you. But for anyone who lived through that era. And I was a teenager, believe it or not. I know you think I'm ancient, you know, but I heard you laughing. But I was a teenager during those years, and I remember that many people, those who did come back, came back very changed. And we here at Bristol are recognizing that we must make sure that we serve our veterans who are returning and have the services that are here to provide for their education and help them in the community and to transition. And that is something that the President and the Board of Trustees and our faculty and our staff are ready and up to the challenge to do, because it is the right thing to do. I'm so pleased and very proud of Denise DiMarzio and Sally Gabb and all of the faculty and the staff and you students who have been a part of this One Book initiative. And I want to remind you that as we celebrate this closing event and all of the wonderful events that have taken place throughout this past semester and year, I want to remind you that in the lobby, we have the relief effort that I please encourage you to give to. People across South Asia, stricken by the tsunami disaster, need your help to recover and rebuild. Many have lost everything. So your contributions are desperately needed and will provide assistance to those whose lives have been devastated by this disaster. So in the lobby, there will be a collection box that is there, and all of the funds collected will be sent on behalf of the college to the Cambodian Red Cross. So please today, as we celebrate, give whatever you can give. If it is a quarter, if it is $1, whatever you can give, there will be a collection box in the lobby of H Building right outside. So please give. That's what we're about here. We're a family, and we help when others are hurting, when each other are hurting. So today we have a wonderful dance troupe that is here to celebrate our closing One Book event. Are you ready for them? You don't sound like it. That's right. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Sarah, you took my notes.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Your support and the support of BCC administration for our One Book effort is so very important to all of us. As part of our effort, we also announced an essay contest about our One Book, The Things They Carried. So it is with great pleasure that I announce our runner-up and first place winners in the essay contest. Although she is not able to be here, our runner-up for this essay contest is Linda Zauner. She was awarded the runner-up award for her essay, The Weight of Things. We want to congratulate her for her excellent essay. If we can give her a round of applause. And our first place winner is Sean Navin. Did Sean make it here today? Our students, as we know, are very busy, particularly this time of year. but Sean took the time to write and submit an essay that was absolutely excellent, and his essay entitled "Fictional Truth" is the first place winner. So once again, we want to congratulate Sean for his effort. Before we proceed to our exciting final performance today, we of the One Book Committee want to again emphasize the campus-wide support for our One Book activities this year. It takes a lot of partnership and individual contributions to carry out the One Book effort. Today's closing event is sponsored by the pre-college trio programs, Upward Bound and Educational Talent Search, also by the Multicultural Committee, the Farley Learning Resources Center, the Office of Student Engagement, and BCC Adult Basic Education. Let's give them a round of applause for their support for today's performance. I'm not going to take time to list the many, many other people and departments and organizations that have made our full range of activities possible this year. Please consult the back of your program, on which you will find a full list of the One Book Committee, the coordinating committee, as well as our many, many supporters. War and violence not only take hundreds of thousands of lives, but also take lives and take away more than just the lives of people. The vindictive forces of dictatorial regimes often separate people from their traditions and from their identity. However, the human spirit is stronger than violence. Through history, people have risen from the destruction of war to reinvigorate and recreate their cultural heritage. Such is the case with the Angkor Dance Troupe, a performance group from Lowell, Massachusetts, that has recreated traditional Cambodian cultural dances. I want to recognize that here in Fall River and in surrounding towns, we have a large and vibrant Cambodian community and many Southeast Asian students on our campus. So it is in honor of the creative and regenerative forces of these communities that we celebrate today. The Khmer Rouge is the vicious regime that took power during the Vietnam War. This regime targeted artists and performers and murdered more than 90% of those people that Cambodian culture calls bearers of the tradition. These are the folks who kept alive the traditional arts and cultural expression. The Cambodian dance tradition dates back thousands of years. Through dance, the Cambodian people have, for centuries, presented their mythology and their cultural history. Following the war and the collapse of the Khmer Rouge regime, few were left to carry on these traditions. In this country, the Angkor Dance Troupe is an effort in the Cambodian community to revive these traditions. The troupe recruits and trains young Cambodians from Massachusetts and surrounding areas to learn these complicated routines. This activity has proved to be a strong alternative to violence and negative behavior among young men and women in the Cambodian community. The various scenes of the dance performances have been designed based on works developed by the Royal University of Fine Arts in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So there is a true connection to the rebuilding in Cambodia itself. The troupe has gained worldwide recognition and has performed here in the United States for the White House, for First Night Boston, for the Lowell Folk Festival, the Boston Dragon Boat Races, and for the many colleges and universities in our area. The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien, our one book selection this year, has reinforced for us here at BCC the ways that the war in Vietnam was destructive to many cultures in Southeast Asia. Nevertheless, we recognize the energy and creativity of the human spirit and the refugee communities in rebuilding this heritage. This morning, our narrators for the performance will be Van Eck Penn and Lily Cho. Both are staff members of our BCC Upward Bound and Talent Search efforts here on campus and at high schools in the area. So we're very pleased to have them participate in this effort today. So it is with greatest pleasure that I introduce the Encore Dance Troupe.
Good afternoon. My name is Lily Cho.
My name is Van Eck Penn, and we are with the Encore Dance Troupe. We will be the narrators. We are delighted to be here today, and we'd like to thank Denise DiMaggio and Bristol Community College for inviting us to perform this afternoon. Dance, drama, and music have always been prominent in the Khmer society, but these cherished traditions were nearly wiped out when the Khmer Rouge controlled Cambodia in the 1970s. Artists, and among those deliberately targeted, more than 90% of perished or fled.
Cambodian folk dance. Folk dances are rooted in rural Cambodia and depict rituals of everyday village life. The dances honor skills that are typically undervalued in the rush towards modern life, such as fishing and harvesting rice. Dance motifs are commonly based on local legends and inspired by themes of nature, as well as ceremonies and customs that shape the lives of Khmer people. Just as classical dance is ruled by a strict form of and prescribed language of movement, folk dance is offered as spontaneous and was created for emotional expressions. Costumes are very colorful and reflect the traditional dress of the particular province or ethnic group within Cambodia, where the dances originate. The coconut shell dance. Climate warm near the equator, no winter. Cambodia has 2 seasons, dry season and the rainy season. You see coconut trees throughout Cambodia. After the meat of the coconut is carved out, Cambodian people often save the shells, polishing them, and using them for decoration in their homes. The dance grew out of a popular game that used coconut shells. The games was played during all kinds of ceremonies, but most often during weddings, engagements, and when the groom is escorted in a procession to the bride's home. The coconut shell dance is one of the most popular and well-known of the Cambodian folk dances. In its original form, it was a one-man show. In the modern-day dance, an equal number of male and female dancers perform the dance, signifying friendship and courtship. Please help me welcome the coconut dance.
ងសំវាត្រឡាញ់គូខ្មែរនោះឲ្យជាខ្មែរ
Cambodian classical dance. Classical dance has been connected to the sacred rituals of Cambodia for more than 1,000 years. During the Great Angkorian civilization, dancers performed blessing ceremonies to bring prosperity to the kingdom. Elegant and refined, classical dance combines highly stylized position and gestures with gentle movements. Classical dance are confined to strict forms and prescribed language of movement. Classical costumes are very elaborate, and the dancers are sewn into their costumes. Once reserved exclusively for Cambodia's royal elite, classical dancers are now performed for audience around the world and symbolize the beauty and spirituality of Cambodian culture. Halaman and Savan Macha, the white monkey and the golden mermaid. In the Indian epic, the Ramayana, called Ramke, in Khmer, the queen Sita was captured and taken to the kingdom of Lanka, far out to sea. The king Rama calls on a famous army general named Halaman, the white monkey, to help him rescue his queen. Halaman and his army of monkeys set about to build a bridge across the ocean to rescue the queen. But as fast as they pile up stones for the bridge, the stones mysteriously disappeared. The white monkey general dives into the sea to investigate. What he discovers is a beautiful golden mermaid named Savan Macha, who has been carrying off the stones in the act of playful vandalism. Halaman confronts the beautiful but troublesome mermaid Savan Macha. He can't help but be dazzled by her beauty and falls in love. And while she initially resists, Halaman uses a variety of tactics to get her attention, and eventually, as the story continues, past this chapter, he wins her over as his partner in the fight against evil. Please help me welcome the mermaid and monkey dance. Our next dance that we will see is called the pestle dance. All over Cambodia, after the harvest, it is a time for song and dance. The pestle dance celebrates the hard work of the harvest. The mortar and pestle are used in Cambodia to mill rice and grind spices. A mortar is a bowl typically made from stone, and a pestle is a club-shaped stick. Pharmacists use them to turn pills into powder. When threshing rice, Cambodians would use huge mortars and long pestles as tall as a person. Two people, each with a pestle, would pound alternatively, back and forth in a constant rhythm. It's this rhythm, this beat, that provides the basis for the dance. You see this tool, the pestle, in the dances of other countries from Southeast Asia, Thailand, the Philippines, basically other countries that harvest rice. If you could imagine, after the hard work of the harvest, several days of pounding rice, the workers could hear and feel this beat in their sleep. So it was very natural as they joined in song and dance to celebrate the harvest that they would pick up their pestles as an instrument of the dance. Please help me welcome the pestle dance.
Solo flute by Master Kim Han Mies from the Royal University Fine Arts. In the Cambodian countryside, the strains of Khmer melodies can be heard as people hum, whistle, and sing while working in the rice paddies. The powerful nature of songs can motivate even the most tired laborer to push forward. Please help me welcome The Flute Player by Mr. Mies.
We have one more performance for you. This performance is called the fishing dance. There is a saying in Cambodia, where there is water, there are fish. In this dance, you see two traditional methods of catching fish. Using braided bamboo basket called chniang, young women scoop up water from the river into their chniang. The baskets act as strainers. The water drains out through the bamboo, leaving small fish in the basket. The men use bell-shaped straps called amrut for catching large fish in shallow water. Love and romance are favorite themes in Khmer stories and dance. In traditional Cambodian society, young people are carefully watched and have few opportunities to get to know one another. But the fishing quarter is one place they have a chance to meet. At the beginning of the dance, young men come down to the river on one side and women from the other. You'll notice how happy and excited they are when they see each other. As they fish, they flirt with each other. The boys playfully snatch the girls' fishing baskets. When the others leave, one young couple stays behind and falls in love. At the end of the dance, the others return to tease and congratulate them. Please help me welcome the fishing dance.
Come closer. Well, I'd like to thank Bristol Community College for having us this afternoon. I also thank you for coming to see our performing today. And if anyone has any questions regarding to about the performing today? Denise, that's what you requested. Okay, so it's down there, is that right? Okay, so it's just, so all the dancers have to go down there right now? Okay, just gonna do that. Okay, good, thank you. Huh? Yes, go ahead. Yes, we do have the older dancers there as well. This is like the third grade put this way, and also we have up to like 28 years old. That's why they have the older one in our dancer. Yes, we do have like grade 1 to grade 4. Yes, they do, yeah. But in terms of classical, then they do. We rather to have like the small age is better because there's flexibility, and that's required. That's what we usually have young children to attend that at the early age, probably age of 5. But in folk, then had to be between 10, with junior up. Does anyone has any more questions? But we do offer like the free class if anyone wants to travel to Lowell. It takes probably an hour and a half from here. We open every Sunday from noon to 4. So the class opened at 4 hours. And also we have 2 class, which is the folk dance and also classical. You pick one of them, and then we can assign you one of those roles. If you pick the classical, then there is the 4 role, which is the male, female, and also giant and also monkey. But it's a folk dance, we're gonna study from beginning to the top level, which is that there is a beginning and also to the higher one. Does anyone has more question? So if it's not, okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow. Despite the violence and destruction of war, this performance today helps illustrate the incredible strength, ingenuity, and hope of the human spirit as they recreate the beauty of diversity in human culture. Once again, let's give a round of applause for our incredible performers today. I also want to thank Vanek and Lily for their excellent narration for the performance. At this time, we'd like to invite you to join us in the Brick area for a chance to meet and chat further with our performers. There are also refreshments there, as noted. And as we conclude our One Book celebration today, we want to remind you that there are collection boxes placed outside for the Cambodian flood relief, and also to remind you that we are opening nominations for next year's One Book celebration. But once again, this has been a phenomenal conclusion to our One Book celebration this year. So once again, we thank all of you for attending and hope you'll join us in the reception area at this time. Thank you so much.